Well, welcome to another edition of the New England Racing Show, Manchester, New Hampshire, Channel 23, and also on YouTube. And I'm your host, Bill Sturgis. Well, today we're doing part 2 of our visit to Bear Ridge Speedway in Bradford, Vermont. Bear Ridge is a little quarter-mile dirt oval, and this was from a week and a half ago, last Saturday. They had the Dirt Midget Association, DMA, and there's one right there. We interviewed this driver. Okay, we're here with Kevin Chafee, drives the number 5 Dirt Midget. And Kevin, how long have you been racing this car?
This is my second full year. I raced one year for Skip in the 3-car, just part-time, off and on when Denny couldn't make it.
And how long have you been racing?
About 12 years, I think it is.
What did you race before this?
I started here at Bear Ridge in the Sportsman Coupes, and I raced that for 7 or so years and won a couple of championships with that. And then I moved up to the Sportsman Modifieds.
And you race a modified also, right?
Yeah.
So how old are you, Kevin?
I'm 31. I'll be 32 this year.
And you've been racing what? How many years?
I think 12.
12? Well, great. Well, good luck to you.
Thanks a lot.
You got a good car and a good crew here. And we'll be taping your feature. We tape the heat races and the feature, and we're going to show that.
Well, hopefully we have a good run.
Good. Thanks. Track surface gets packed down quite a bit. It ends up being almost like asphalt. But they said that this night was very tough for the track surface, and I noticed that when I walked out to the infield. It was pretty bumpy, but it was packed down. And then on the outside of the track, it's a little looser, and some people like to run that part of the track. And here come the Dirt Midgets. I believe they had about 20 of them, which is a real good showing at any track. Basically, they run 2 types of engines, the Ford Focus engine or the Quad 4 engine. The Focus has a clutch and a starter, and the Quad 4s have to be pushed a little bit to get started. But they're a lot cheaper to run than the Ford Focus, and they have just as much power too. They had a quick yellow, and here's the restart. There's another yellow, and someone went flying through the air. That's a tough part when you're riding a few rows behind and something happens up ahead and you don't really have a chance to react. Those are the cars that get wrecked pretty bad. One of the nice things about dirt is your tires will last a lot longer than asphalt. The NEMA asphalt midgets have to buy 2 tires a week. I don't think they really have to do that here, maybe 1. But if you take care of your tires, I hear you can run them for a few weeks. Here's the FMR Frank Manafort Racing 76 getting out front. That's Adam Pearson. I believe we interviewed him last week. Looks like he's got this place down pat. The yellow car is the number 2 of Scott Vietz. The 93 of Jamie Spalding, right up there. Kevin Chasey, the young man that we interviewed right at the beginning here, was a points leader going in. Takes quite a bit of driving to be able to go sideways up top like that and hold it and pass somebody, I think. There goes the leader. Pretty much driving away from everybody else. That's the 5 of Kevin Chafee, the red car just went by. And the 3, the blue car, is Denny Zimmerman, who was Rookie of the Year at the Indy 500 in 1970. That's the 4 car of Joe Krawick fighting it out with Kevin. Things got a little dusty on the main straightaway. They say at these dirt tracks, true race car fans sit at the end of the straightaway when you go into turns 1 and 2 so that you can get covered with mud. So when you walk out of there, if you're covered with mud, that's a sign of a true race car fan. Sounded good to me. Not like the guy that sits in front of his TV on Sundays with his Jeff Gordon jacket and says he's the biggest race car fan in the world. Never been to a race. I remember one guy telling me that he was the biggest race car fan in the world, and I said to him, "Oh, so you must go to Lee and Star every week." And he says, "Lee? Star? What's that?" So much for the biggest race car fan in the world. Well, that was it. That's Scott Vietz, finished third. That's Josh Sunn, S-U-N-N, finished second in the Frank Manafort racing car. I believe he started near the back too, so that was an awesome job for Josh. And the winner, Adam Pearson. They put on quite a show. Nothing like a good dirt track. We went out to Kokomo, Indiana one time for Super Dirt Week, and we watched the dirt sprint cars, the wingless ones, and they were flipping over and getting caught in the fence, and they had to have a front end loader come over with a bucket and hook up to them and lift them up off the fence. They had J.J. Wheely and some of the other big names, Dave Blaney, but it was pretty neat. My son said, "Boy, I wish we had a dirt track here." And we do. This is a little bit of the Fast Four cars. I believe that's what they are. Or they're Ridge Runner Hornets. I'm not sure. Couldn't keep track of the cars. There were so many in the pits. We just showed a few laps of this. But the other feature that we taped is the Sportsman Modifieds, also known as out in New York they call them the mud buses. They're dirt modifieds. In New York and Midwest they run big block Chevys, but these guys have keeping costs under control, which is a great idea. They have the Chevy small block 602 crate engine. And it really allows people to race that kind of car without spending 40 grand on the motor. Even if I had 40 grand, I don't think I'd spend it on a motor like that. These engines are probably $5,000, and they last 3 or 4 years. So I mean, that's a no-brainer. Here's a start. These guys can have a little bit more contact than the Midgets could. They have bigger Nerf bars and body panels. It's not so touchy. That's pretty good, going 3 wide around the corner like that. One thing I noticed pretty quickly is that a lot of these guys like to ride right up top, and it just made for a tremendous amount of dust on the front straightaway. So I tried to keep the camera focused on the turns and the back straightaway. Probably because of the lighting, it made it hard to see the cars. But then as we got further into the feature, as they were sliding around, huge clumps of dirt were coming in our direction right here. And everybody was ducking. There's a leader, the 00 of Jason Gray. The yellow flag and a restart. There's the X car on the outside. That's Brian King. And Brian's running the outside pretty well. It was pretty exciting to watch 2-3 wide all the way back through the pack. Other than the first 2 cars, I had a little trouble identifying the numbers, as you can see. Just trying to blink the dust out of my eyes. I think next time I go there, I'll wear goggles. The drivers have the tear-offs over the visor, a few layers of thin plastic. And here's Victory Lane on the infield. Third, the number 73 of Kevin Chafee, who we interviewed, drives a number 5 midget. And the second, the X of Brian King. And the winner, the 00 of Jason Gray.
Racing with 22 other guys that are really competitive, and they hit it I want to thank everybody. I want to thank the sponsors for letting us have their trophies. And couldn't do it without them. Unfortunately, April. I want to thank them too.
All right, and congratulations, Jason Gray. All right, going back up the field.
Right in here, guys. How are you?
And here's Jason with his fans, some of his fans. And the top three. So that was pretty good. Let's see. We'll run down the top 10. Fourth place was Chris Donnelly. Fifth place, the number 5, Gary Siemens. Sixth place, 21 of Adam Gage. Seventh was the number 2 of Tim Hodge. Eighth place was the 9 of Mike Dunn. I think he was running up front for quite a bit. Ninth, 11 of Josh Sun. He drove one of the midgets. I think he finished second in the midget feature. And 10th was the 01 of Mike Gendron. So they have 27 cars or 25 that race pretty regularly there. So that was quite a show. There was a couple of divisions we weren't able to show you, but next time we go up there, which will be soon, we're going to show you the Sportsman coupes, which they have the old coupe bodies and the late models. So that was it for Bear Ridge. I just wanted to share with you, I read Area Auto every week, the Racing with Jesus Ministries. I'm not preaching, but he suggested we can draw some guidance from our life from a common source, our dogs. Here are some things we can learn from dogs that will help us make the right adjustments in our life. When a loved one comes home, run to greet them. Never pass up the opportunity for a joyride. Never pretend to be something that you're not. No matter how many times you're scolded, don't buy into the guilt trip and pout. Run back and make friends. Run, romp, and play daily. Stop and lie down in the grass under the shade of a tree. Be loyal. When you're happy, dance around and shake your entire body. I don't know if I can do that one. Delight in the simple joy of a long walk. And most of all, when someone's having a bad day, be silent, sit close by, and nuzzle them gently. Making the right adjustments and having the right priorities in life makes all the difference. So I'd like to pass that on to everybody. And I think that Bear Ridge was just a great experience going there. And I just wanted to pass that along to everybody. And we'll be back next week with some more racing. And thanks for joining us.